Please help me open the meeting with the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Is there any public comment on agenda items only? Seeing none, can I get approval of the minutes from the June 9th meeting, please?
Sign and review. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Personnel items?
Yes, I have a few personnel items.
See that?
I apologize for taking up the whole rest of the page, but
That's all right.
the first items are for information for the board. We received the following resignations from Angela Perry, Profanatory Office, effective 6/11/26. Kayla Hurler from CNY, effective 6/19/26. Susan Slocum from Emergency Services, effective 6/23/26. And Max Campbell from Tioga County Prison, effective 6/25/26. We do also have information for the board that Carrie Wolferman has been hired by the Profanatory as a clerk in the Profanatory office at $16 per hour with benefits, effective 7/13/26. Now, for the next item we asked for approval for is to hire Lindsay Deming as a truancy caseworker at Family Services at $18.80 per hour with benefits effective 7/13/26.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The next item I have for approval is to hire Darlene DeWalt as a visitation assistant at Family Services at $15.50 per hour with benefits effective 6/29/26.
I'll make that motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The next item I have for approval is to hire Katie Kemp as Executive Assistant of Records at Tioga County Prison at $16 per hour with benefits effective 7/6/26.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion for approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The next item I have is to hire Jacqueline Wolf as part-time corrections officer at Tioga County Prison at $18 per hour with no benefits effective 6/16/26.
I'll make that motion for approval.
I'll second your motion.
Thank you. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The next item I have for approval for hire is Jacob Thurston as a part-time corrections officer at Tioga County Prison, $18 per hour with no benefits effective 6/29/26.
Can we lump all three of them together?
Yeah, if you want to, if we can hire Max Estock and Drew Clark as well at their respective hire dates that they have listed.
I'll make a motion to approve all of those, all three of those.
I'll second your motion for approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The next item I have is we have the transfers from, first one is Giselle Rummings. She's moving from caseworker 1 in the family unit to independent living caseworker at $18 per hour effective 6/29/26.
I'll make a motion to approve that transfer.
I'll second the motion for approval.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And the next item for approval is for the transfers from Sammy. All of these personnel that are listed here at their respective positions and rates would be effective for 6/29/26 coming back to the county.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Up next is a commitment letter. This is from Emergency Services for FEMA, the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program project. And this is for the Potter Brook area that was just recently flooded.
Yep.
It's more informational.
Yep.
Yeah, essentially this program would help relocate, potentially acquire the lands that have been flooded twice in the last 2 years in Potter Brook. So this is a little different than the disaster recovery, CDBG disaster recovery pot of money that was awarded a year ago or so. So we are excited about this opportunity, and look, we have to move these folks out of the floodplain. The rainfall was significant up there. We don't know the exact totals yet, but it was 4 or 5. I've heard upwards of 7 inches of rain in that drainage. So those storms are going to keep coming. We need to get those folks out of the floodplain and get them someplace they can be safe. And kudos to Marty and Lisa. We didn't know this pot of money was available. They beat the bushes and tried to figure out how we can help those folks as much as possible. But we really need to start focusing on relocating folks out of the floodplain, especially in Potter Brook. So.
Any motion for that, or just
No,
information?
that's just.
Next up is a proclamation for pretrial probation and parole supervision week.
Proclamation, pretrial probation and parole supervisions week, July 19th through 25th, 2026. Whereas community corrections are an essential part of the justice system, and whereas community corrections professionals uphold the law with dignity while recognizing the right of the people to be safe, guarded from criminal activity, and whereas community corrections professionals are responsible for supervising adult and juvenile offenders in the community, and whereas community corrections professionals are trained professionals who provide service and referrals for offenders, and whereas community corrections professionals and work in partnership with community agencies and groups, and whereas community corrections professionals promote prevention, intervention, and advocacy, and whereas community corrections professionals provide service, support, and protection for victims, and whereas community corrections professionals advocate community and restorative justice, and whereas community corrections professionals are a true force for positive change in their communities. And now therefore be it resolved that Tioga County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim July 19th through 25th, 2026 as pretrial probation and parole supervisions week, and encourage all citizens to honor these community corrections professionals and to recognize their achievements. And I just want to say how much, honestly, corrections in the probation department, are a real vital part of our society, and they deal a lot of times with the worst, we have to offer. But I've seen, particularly with the probation department, Tioga County Probation Department, people rise up out of the ashes and get their lives together, with them, holding them accountable and getting them to the right programs also, to change their lives. Some of the friends that I have in my life have gone through probation. Some employees that I have gone through the probation department, and they have really helped to make a positive change in their lives. So I really appreciate it. It means a lot what they do.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next up is an ordinance which allows the county to recover costs for cleanup of hazmat, fuels, spills, fires that were caused by another individual.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next is a resolution R926. It's the local match for Endless Mountains Transportation Authority for the year 26-27.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, there was a request from the Tioga County Trail Park and Recreation Authority for startup costs.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor give their consent by saying aye.
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 Next up, the fire EMS grant that was initiated by the county. The applications are being reviewed by LEPC and Elkland Borough's fire companies. Their application has been officially approved by LEPC.
It's exciting to get some money out to the community.
Mhm.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second that motion for approval.
Yeah, and just, it is really nice to see them taking advantage of this money that, is available now, and I think it's a good use of the funds. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next is a proposal from Revise. CCAP, who currently maintains and hosts the county website, is stepping away from the website business. Counties who are maintained by CCAP are all moving, most of them, to this Revise company. And they will redo our website and maintain it. And that is our cost for a five-year plan. That's $79.80 per year.
I think the cost was similar, Eric said last week.
Yeah, it said it was.
And each 5 years we get a free overhaul of the site.
Mhm.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next up is a subrecipient agreement between the Central Food Bank of Pennsylvania and Tioga County.
Make a motion for approval.
I'll second that motion, and we'll just add, I appreciate the partnership that
Absolutely.
Central Food Bank has brought to assist our food pantries in Tioga County.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next up is a construction management as agent agreement with LaChase Construction Services. We have an emergency repair that needs to be up at the prison for a pump grinder replacement, and they will act as our agent in charge of that project.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second the motion for approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And then next is the master agreement between the county and LaChase Construction Services. It is a one-year agreement for any future projects that we wish to.
Use them on,
Use them on
if there's
for now,
something we
yes.
can, or
Mhm.
need some oversight.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second the motion for approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The next item, I asked that be tabled. After it went on here, we realized some things need some further review, so I don't want, we can just table that until the next meeting.
Yep, I will entertain a motion to table.
I'll make a motion to table it.
Thank you.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Attached to your agendas are 48 agreements for the Department of Human Services.
Have any of these changed since our work session?
And they were all just renewing the ones we had. There wasn't anything.
I don't know if there are
That's-
every one of them, but majority
Pretty
of
close.
them, right?
Majority of
Okay,
them,
all right,
yes.
yeah. I'll make a motion for approval.
Thank you, sir.
I'll second the motion for approval.
All those in favor give their consent by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
And next is for information of June's payroll benefits and accounts payable.
Great. Any commissioner news or discussion?
I just want to give a shout out to Dan. We held our first public hearing this morning for the 2026 Small Communities Program through CDBG, and I think we have a pretty good strategy to invest that money, and really appreciate Dan and the Housing Authority for their leadership, not only in this program, but all the other programs and the CDBG DR funding. Without Dan, we would struggle through this stuff. So thank you so much for your guidance and your experience. 20 years? More?
Geez, yeah, I don't know.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
You really make, these programs and investing this money back in our community feel easy with your experience. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll just echo that. It's nice to have somebody that knows the system, that, we're not trying to figure things out, and just your guidance, and you're easy to work with, Dan. We like you.
By the way, we are trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know, but it is super helpful for us.
Sure.
And he's training a new guy, so welcome, Bill. So
Yes. Welcome, Mr. David.
Got some big shoes to fill.
I know. I think it'll be just fun.
Yeah, for sure. But thank you all. That's really appreciated.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
oh,
All those in favor? Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks. Tioga County Salary Board.
Question about the signs for the Jeminer.
Oh, yeah, right at the end, we'll
Okay,
have.
at the end.
Yep. Or-
do you want to do it here?
Yeah, we can do it
Yeah,
right
I
here.
guess we
We
can.
can do it. Yeah, we can do public comment for this.
I'll adjourn that real quick.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
when I was opposite. So the Jeminer wants to try to put signs
Yep.
out there, and I have some additional information and pictures. if you're
Wonderful, thank you.
Interested in those. There's a set for each of you with that.
What,
I have 3 sets up there.
oh, thank you. So,
Thank you.
So we have talked about this, and yeah, I think that we have a spot picked out.
Mhm.
Do you have any idea the timeline of when that'll
We
be?
figure we have to go through HARB next
Okay,
and get approval from HARB, and we're planning to attend their August meeting
okay, great.
for that. And then we have worked, you can see the pictures that we worked with Main Street Engraving on, towards the end, there's pictures of the signs. And then we're working with Mark English for creating the post
Yeah,
for it. So final approval will be with Malia, who's the director. But
Okay.
those are suggestions that we made for it. And so as long as you guys, as long as the commissioners are on board with it.
we are, yeah, yep, there's no problem on our end. There was a little bit of concern at first if it was going to be between the sidewalk and the road, which would have been in the right of way of PennDOT, I guess,
Mhm.
but, yeah.
So this is just to give directional signs for the public to the Jeminer Art and Cultural Center.
Yeah. Very good, thank you. And then just keep us in the loop when you get all your other approvals.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should ask for public comment.
Oh, I apologize. Is there any other public comment? Okay, hearing none.
We'll officially adjourn.
We'll officially adjourn. Tioga County Salary Board. Is there any public comment for the Salary Board? Hearing none. Can I have approval of the minutes of the June 9th meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion for approval.
All those in favor, give their consent by saying aye.
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 We just have a couple items for salary board this morning. The first is to create a clerk typist 2 position at Human Services.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And the second item is to approve a request to increase the Human Services backup supervisor on-call standby rates to those listed there for weekend and pre-holidays.
Yep,
Make motion for approval.
A second.
thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And by way of discussion, this was in the block grant. It was wrote in the block grant, so it's funding.
In the
essentially-
needs-based,
Needs-based plan,
Yes.
sorry.
correct. And it was to address salary compression because field staff had gotten several increases
Sure.
and supervisors had not, and then they went to exempt, and so they lost everything.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll entertain a Motion for adjournment?
Make a
Make a
motion.
motion. I'll second motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll open up the Tioga County Retirement Fund Board meeting with public comment. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the June 9th meeting.
I
So
have the
moved.
minutes here, they are signed and reviewed. I second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is the June 2026 management fee to be paid from citizens in Northern.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
And the rest is just for information of the board.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll
So-
make that motion.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Move along to the Tioga County Election Board. Any public comment on election items this time? Yes, Miss Joy.
Joy Child, Middlebury, just, that's great that you're gonna move the Ward 1 and Ward 2. Are
Yep.
they gonna be combined, or are they gonna stay separate?
It would still be separate in the building. You go in and go to your appropriate staff, check in, just consolidate. Better parking, Ward 1 was kind of a parking issue back there on the side of the road, kind of a haphazard location. So just consolidate forces. It's easier for our delivery folks to go to one spot and drop them off, so more efficient. So, but yeah, it'd still be your protective wards when you went inside there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other comments? Yes,
Just, I want
sir.
to question, when is this going to happen?
It would be in effect for Aaron, correct, for the November elections?
Yes.
November.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the next election cycle, you will be receiving in the mail if you're an election person or a voter, and they'll be signed to the old location, telling you to go to the new location. So it should be pretty well advertised leading up to that point, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
You're very welcome. Any other? Seeing none, move along for approval of the minutes of the June 9th meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor, vote with aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Or sorry, minutes are approved. For information, as shown there, we discussed about Ward 1 and Ward 2 consolidating to the annex, midterm maintenance, up and done. Any other newsworthy information, Aaron?
No, that was everything.
Okay. Kind of a wall between the two storms?
Right now, yeah.
All right. Look for adjournment from the election board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming out today and the questions.